talking about the process of grief. Obviously, grief is a very individual experience, but at the same time, it feels like there is a process that people go through. And I think in your book, you talk really about 3 stages almost, where you have pain being the agent of change, you have your 8 pillars of strength, and then you have your new normal. And it'd be wonderful if you could explain a little bit more about each of those stages that people often go through.
So the thing I kind of believe, and I don't know whether you do too, that people are as different on the inside as they look at on the outside. So
great.
you and I,
Yeah.
there are many things that are similar, but how we've experienced our life will shape us, and it will be very different. So there are universal aspects of grief that we can't avoid, but how each of us experiences them and how each of us expresses them is very different. But the thing that we can't avoid is the pain of the loss. And so the kind of expression I got to from witnessing for 30 years all these losses was that pain is the agent of change. Yeah. And the things that we do to block and avoid that pain are the things over time that do us harm. Yeah. So that we have to find a way of supporting and connecting to ourselves and connecting to others to enable us to withstand these kind of hits that feel like waves of grief that come through you and that you can't control them. Yeah. And the process is an oscillation between loss orientation, where you allow yourself to feel the pain, you focus on the grief, you emote and you grieve. And so the tools in the app kind of give you that target to focus for yourself. And then you oscillate between restoration orientation, where our instinct, whatever happens to us, however devastating it is to survive and to get on and to be okay. And that if you oscillate between the two, allowing yourself to do both, to both grieve at times, to have a break from grief, to go for a walk with a friend, to distract yourself, to do all the things that aren't so intense, that gives you the energy to go back and do the lost work. And then over time, you incrementally adjust to this new reality that you didn't want and you didn't choose. And the paradoxical theory of grief is that the more I can accept the aspects of the loss that I find unbearable and I want to resist, the more likely it is that change will occur. And then from that, you can grow.